Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
Hey, we are on the air.
We are live. Finally.
We are live. We apologize. We ran into some technical difficulties, but we're live. So, and we're getting even more high tech. That's probably the problem, Marty. Is we're fine tuning all this stuff.
That may be the problem. We were so proud of our intro video.
Yeah. Whoops.
We're so proud. You're watching us on.
I wanted to check because you're still blurry to me, but you're crystal clear on the YouTube. So hey, that's all that matters.
All right.
So who knows? Who knows?
Check your glasses at Eyewear Fix, maybe.
There you go. Oh gosh, how you been doing otherwise?
Good. Had a good
Awesome.
Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Got a lot of yard work done. Was feeling that for a couple days.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, it looks like the weather's finally broke a little bit.
Yeah. We got storms coming tonight, but it's warm.
Yes. So
Spring's here.
The damnedest thing happened to us this weekend. So we're not in a big house. So we switch out our clothing every season and we have it in bins and stuff like that. And so the wife said to me, hey, bring in our stuff because we're going on vacation here in a couple weeks. She was bringing my summer stuff so I can get some stuff together and see if I need anything for vacation. So I'm okay. We must have given her summer stuff away because it's gone. I'm like, honey, your bin is gone. She's like, we tore this house apart, garages, everything, So the Aganorsa Leaf Studio in Central Illinois did not get touched, but everything else was ransacked through. And she's like, I don't know how the heck we gave that away. I said, I had no idea.
Maybe she just wanted all new summer clothes.
Well, yeah, that's what she said. She was, now, I'm going shopping. So the Amazon boxes will start stacking up here pretty soon. So,
yeah.
Like, oh gosh. So you want to talk about the cigar we're smoking tonight? It's our next in our line of reviews. So
next in line is the Knuckle Sandwich 57.
Yeah.
Was that Guy Fieri's birthday or something? Is that why it's 57?
It's his year. No, it's his year. I think that's how old he is.
57 years old? Or he's born in 1957?
No, I think he's 57 years old. I think him and I share the same year of birth. So, yeah. So
you've just dated yourself.
I know. So, but yeah,
well,
so this is.
I share the same birthday as Pete Johnson, so there's that.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I share the same birth date as Kevin Smith.
All right. I don't know who that is.
Do you know who Kevin? Okay. Clerks. You ever see the movie Clerks?
Yeah.
That's him. That's Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay. I think I know who that is.
Yes. So, this is a dark wrapper. This is a dark wrapper.
This has some nice mouthfeel to it. Not as spicy as like the Maduro, which I really like the Maduro.
Yes.
Kind of, I would say it's like halfway in between the Habano and the Maduro.
The thing I like about this line is it's Espinosa, but it doesn't follow Espinosa's peppery line. I think it's more well balanced. I know people love that peppery notes. I just think this is more well balanced. So, right. And this is you get those tastes of cocoa and dark chocolate. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy smoking this thing, I think. So
I agree.
We will update you guys as we go along, and then we'll do an official what do you call it? A review here in a couple of weeks. Hello, Teddy. We miss you. We wish you were here with us.
Yeah. Well, we
It's good that
started
you're
late.
keeping the packages flowing.
He might join us if we start. We
Mhm.
start so late.
Yeah, we did this just for you.
Yeah.
We did it just for you. So, your Cubbies still doing well? I haven't checked. I didn't check.
My Cubbies, I think, are leading their division still.
Nope.
They had some crazy game at Wrigley Field with the Diamondbacks last Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Thursday, where they were leading 7-1 going into the 8th inning. They gave up 10 runs.
Oh my gosh.
To go down 11-7. And then they came back and in the 8th inning, took the lead and added an insurance run and won 13-11.
Nice. Yeah, they're still in the top of the league up by a game and a half. They're leading tonight, so that's always good. So my boys on the south side, oh God, is the season over yet? Can we fire a manager mid-season? Or actually at the start of the season?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh my gosh.
You can't. The owner has to.
I mean, and then the next 3 games are the fight for the bottom. It's the Sox and the Minnesota Twins. So it's the fight for the bottom of the division.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh. The guys, we need to get the guys from How About That Cigar on our podcast and we can all compare, or else if they can compare with me about how bad the season is starting off already. And we're only on April 22nd. It's going to be a long summer if we're going to keep up with this crap.
It's going to be a long summer.
Mm-hmm. So, but the highlight is Thursday kicks off the NFL draft.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Bears have the 10th round, the 10th pick in the first round. So that'll be interesting because everything I'm seeing, people are looking to trade to move down. And I think it's probably because if you're not looking for a quarterback or a top running back, then hey, I might also see if I can move down and pick some stuff up at the lower tier. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. Last year we were all excited.
Yeah, last year I was really following it closely because everybody wanted to know what the Bears were going to do with the number 1 pick this year. I haven't followed nearly so closely.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure to see what the Bears do, see what's going on, and see what they can shore up for their new year. Is it? I don't want it to rush through the summer, but I'm like, is it August yet? Can we start talking about the Bears as we get through basketball seasons? Basketball season's wrapping up. Hockey season's wrapping up. Neither one of the Chicago teams are in neither one of those playoffs.
No.
So not a good year for the Sox. I was hoping at least be competitive. I wasn't expecting to be in first, but I was at least hoping to be competitive. They're not even competitive. Yeah, something.
They're just picking up where they left off last season.
Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible. So it's just like, are you kidding me? How can you guys be this bad? So, but that sort of leads us into tonight's theme as I bang the table around here.
Mike, what is our mission tonight?
Oh, our mission. Let me even see if I even have our little I don't even know where it's at. Oh, here we go.
It's in here.
Our mission. There we go. Hey. So we're getting all high tech now. So our mission today is to see if we can draft or pick what we think will be the top 10 cigars on the 2025 Half Wheel consensus list. Because we obviously don't want to pick what we think our top 10 list is going to be, because it's sort of then we're sort of, paving a way for what we already want to have happen. So we looked at everything that we know as of now is going to be a new release in a new line. It's not going to be a limited edition. It's not going to be a line extension. We're looking for new releases. And so we put together a list of, what was there, like 30 or 40 cigars on that list? 50 cigars?
Yeah, it was a
big list.
Pretty big list. There were a lot of new cigars this year.
And Marty and I, and if Teddy would have been here, we went through the list individually. We didn't even consult each other. And we put our top 10 cigars together. So we are going to start with number 10. And we will see where we're at as we go through this. So let's see if we can get this going. So we have Marty's rankings and we have Mike's rankings.
Hi, Ted.
And I'm telling you, it's like somebody knows what the heck they're doing.
Yeah.
So should we look at yours first? Should we look at your number 10?
Do you have any rules in your top 10? Like you had some rules, right? Like
I said
no limited edition, no limited release.
No limited edition, no line extensions. I wanted to make sure that as we go through our reviews, we're giving reviews for cigars that people can get their hands on. Limited releases, we can review Black Star Line's 1837 that's at Binny's, and you and I can give it a great rating, but anybody that's not in the Chicagoland area is SOL. They can't get that cigar. So you can't even buy it online. Binny's will not ship to you. So I didn't want to get in that situation.
Right.
We might, as time goes on, review cigars. I guarantee we're going to review the 1837. But that doesn't qualify for my list. If you want to qualify for your list, Marty, God bless you, go for it. But I'm not going to let it qualify for.
I think I tried to follow your rules just so we had a comparable list. I might year end, I might not. And
okay,
aren't we saying like what top 10 things we think will be on other people's list, or do you think on your list?
No, what I was looking for is what we thought was going to be on the half wheel consensus list, because
half wheel consensus. So we're looking at other people, which they can have. They can have limited edition on theirs. So,
they can, and they can have Cubans, and we've seen that before. And I don't even know. Did Cubans make it on their list last year? I know people had it on their list, but I don't think Cubans made it onto the half wheel consensus list.
They made it on the list of like the top brands. Because somebody who had like the top 10 of all Cuban cigars.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I'm looking at it.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes, and it's for fun. I'd like to see how I compare to them. So it'll be interesting. So,
and my list, mine and your list might end up being different because
it could be.
We don't.
Yeah. There's one that I wanted to put on there, but I didn't put on there. So it's a limited release. So
we're guessing what other people are gonna pick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there will be some limited releases that.
Oh, absolutely.
I know there'll be some high-end limited releases on there.
Yep. And there's some people that go back to years prior. They'll go back to, this was a great smoke that got released in 2022 and it still makes their list. So, and I got no problem with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. If you smoke a great cigar and it's still smoked as good as it did in 2022, then let it make your list. So be it. I don't care. If I can get it, I want to try it then. If I didn't try it, then I want to go try it. So
your list,
all right.
List. Yep.
Exactly. So, all right, let's see what your number 10 is here.
I don't even remember. What was my number 10?
There it is.
The Illusione, Epernay, Tonella, which I guess it's like the Illusione Epernay, but they changed the wrapper to something different.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what they changed the wrapper to, but the people who've smoked it have said that they're surprised at how much that changes the taste.
Well, yeah. See, I didn't look at that one, but
Yeah.
so well, cool, nice. And hopefully too, this is going to set our listeners up, our viewers up to go, okay, I'm going to go try that one. I know based on some stuff that I had seen and read, I definitely added some to my 2025 list of cigars that I want to try based on that. So
yeah.
My number 10 is the West Tampa Tobacco Company Circle of Life. So we've smoked that one. We smoked it a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked it. I thought it was a great cigar. Rick Rodriguez is doing a great job with West Tampa. And so, yeah, I threw that on my list and thought, hey, this is what I think number 10 is going to be. We'll see. It'd be a big kudo for him to jump onto a list. I didn't see him at all. I haven't seen him on any list. So, but I think it's good enough.
They had another cigar that they were putting out too. It was like the West Tampa Dark something.
Yes. I know what you're saying, but I don't remember it. But yes. So
yeah, Dark something.
Yeah. Dark something or another.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9 for Marty. Let's see. The La Aurora Family Creed Series Fuente Sol. There's a mouthful.
That is. You could probably smoke a third of that cigar before you finish saying the name of it. The Family Creed series, Fuerte Sol, which is son, I guess. I've heard a lot of people saying good things about this as well.
Nice.
This La Aurora usually calls their cigars by numbers. They have a lot of numbers in there. This one is not a number. And this was actually blended by people in the United States instead of I guess the normal people they normally have blending. So they're saying that this is quite a bit different from their normal lot. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing how that changes.
Nice. So, all right. And my number 9 is the McAuliffe Purple. I was in love with the black. I was in love with the red. I think the purple is going to be another banger for them. It's got that San Andreas Sumatra wrapper. It's the broadleaf binder. They have been, Al McAuliffe and his daughter and Dan Thompson have been just putting out some great cigars. And I think this is the year to get them on the top 10. I've heard good things. It's a medium strength cigar. That seems to be in a lot of people's wheelhouse. They don't want the extra heavy cigar, or the full body cigar. They don't want a Connecticut or something lighter. So I'm thinking, man, McAuliffe Purple, you're in the medium body. I think this is going to be their year to crack the top 10. I thought they might. Did they crack it with the black? They might have cracked it with the black too, or it was darn close, I think. So
this definitely in like the value rankings, like an $8 cigar, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And the purple is the Sumatra. You said?
Yes.
The San Andreas Sumatra. So Sumatra,
San Andreas Sumatra,
grown in Mexico.
Yes. Yep. So with Mexican fillers. So
They did the same thing with the red. They did San Andreas Habano, which I wonder what that was. So it's Habano grown in Mexico.
Yeah. So I think I'm looking forward to it. It came out. I even messaged everybody going, "Oh, don't forget to put the McAuliffe Purple on your list." So I'm like, "Oh, shoot." So like I said, I'm looking forward to this one. So let's see what you got at number 8. Oh, this is a good one. Good call.
Yeah. The Aging Room Concerto. That usually makes they usually make some lists with that. The Cuatro Nicaragua that was like really highly rated when it came out.
Yeah, Rafael Nodal does a great job with these cigars. The Sonata the Aging Room Sonata. Was that last year's release? You
Yeah.
said the last year or 23. That was a phenomenal cigar. I really truly enjoyed that one, and I've heard good reviews about the Aging Room Concerto. So
I'm
looking for it.
I saw Sensei smoke it.
Yes.
And he was a little underwhelmed, but I think he made a mistake because he smoked that banana cigar first. Like that had to wreck his palate.
Oh,
do not smoke a banana cigar and then presume to rank any other cigars after that until you wash your mouth out.
Yeah, I think you've got to be careful when you're and that's the thing I'm very aware of with us smoking and doing reviews is if I'm going to do a review, I'm going to do a review and make sure that day I have a clean palate or it's as clean as it can be. Not to any fault of the industry or to anything, but my smoking has definitely cut down this year, except for on the weekends. But I'll have a cigar in the morning and then I'll have a cigar in the evening. And that's the thing is I feel confident reviewing the 57 because my palate's pretty clean. I had one at 8 o'clock in the morning and I haven't had one since. So, like I said, I'm feeling good. So, let's see. Number 8 for me is the Emilio Static. I think I might have screwed up on this. I might not have. I thought this was a new release, but it might be a limited release. So if it is, it is. Here,
I'll check for you.
Okay, but it's got the Ecuador. It's got the Ecuador Corojo and Ecuador Maduro wrapper. It's got the Nicaragua filler. It's coming out of Nicaragua. James Brown. Really? Is there anything that these guys can't do? And again, they were smoking on the dojo. I was hearing some phenomenal. Robbie Raz was smoking it and hearing some fabulous comments from him that definitely shot to my list of going. I want to definitely make sure I get one of these or get a couple of them and try them.
Yeah.
So I look forward to it. Is it okay? Well,
yeah.
I'll put an asterisk by that somehow.
I broke it.
I already broke my rule. I'm 3 into the list. I've already broken my rule.
They're your rules, and you couldn't stick to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, because like that Orthodox last year, that like came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
super hot.
It's like when they put the Bishop's blends out and stuff like that, it's like you just can't get to them fast enough. So so we'll see. All right, jumping over to number 7 for you. Where are we at? The Plasencia. Oh,
Plasencia Alma del Cielo.
There you go. At least you're better than Sensei. Sensei couldn't get that right to save his life.
No. Yeah, so this is like a cigar that they came out with where the tobacco is grown like way up on the mountain. I forget how many feet they said, like 3,000 feet or something.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And good reviews coming out about that. I've heard, people, like I said, the dojo was smoking it Friday night, but I've also seen some other people online saying that they smoked it at PCA and it was great. It amazes me hearing how many cigars these guys smoke at PCA. I'm thinking, my gosh, your palate's got to be totally shot.
Yeah.
And it's too bad because people are handing you new releases or the stuff they want you to try. And I'm thinking, that's great. But at the same point, it's sort of a throwaway cigar. Hey, thank you for this. But at the same point, I can't really enjoy it or see if I, because, Bob, the cigar guy, was saying, he'd go to one booth and he'd be doing an interview and they'd hand him that cigar. And then he'd go to another booth an hour later and they hand him that cigar.
And he'd have to smoke when they handed him. Could not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't turn them around. You can't turn them down. You can't turn them around.
Imagine you look in the ashtrays there and you're walking around with, 2/3, the cigar ashtrays filled with cigars smoked like 2/3. or what, 1/3 down.
Yes. Well, that was I think I don't know if I didn't tell you it, but I was telling some other people that the Friday night with the dojo, and they smoked 3 cigars in an hour. They smoked each cigar for 20 minutes and got their first impression.
Right.
I don't think that's fair to the cigar. I understand the whole idea of you get your first impressions, but 20 minutes might only be the first third of the cigar. Okay, the first third of the cigar is not that great, but the second third and the final are phenomenal. But okay, well, I didn't really like the first third. Or flip side, oh, I love the first third. I love the first 20 minutes of this cigar, but the rest of it was a dog rocket. Right. So now you've just said, oh, this is a great cigar. So I don't buy into that, but
it's a stunt for the cameras.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. My number 7, the Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich Perro, or I can't roll my R's.
You did it. You almost did it.
Yeah. Out of Nicaragua. So again, it's a knuckle sandwich. 100% Nicaraguan. I'm looking forward to this one. Like I said, I like the line. I think Guy Fieri, sorry, God, I've corrected people on that. Guy Fieri and Eric Espinosa have done a great job blending these cigars. And I just look forward to every time they put one out. The 57 right now is great. This thing is yummy. So I'm looking forward to the knuckle sandwich. I didn't really find much information on it other than what the makeup is. But, and that's not hard to figure out because it's a Puro. So, it's like, duh.
Yeah. They changed like the band a little bit. It's like silver and black.
Oh, did they? Okay.
They're normal silver and gold.
Nice.
I don't think they talked much about what's in it.
No, and Guy did the opening night or opening day for PCA. I know he was probably at the booth, but I saw video clips of him doing, I don't want to say the keynote address, but he did opening day. So I'm sure that was it. But all right, let's see what you did for number 6 here, Marty. Oh.
Yeah, J.C. Newman, Angel Cuesta Shade. And I've never had an Angel Cuesta, but I saw people talking good things about it on Half Wheel. So I'm going to guess it's going to be in some lists. And I would like to try it. Yeah.
J.C. Newman, I mean, again, they're doing great cigars. They always do great cigars. And I've seen some stuff on it. I definitely one of those ones that, as I keep looking down and going, okay, 2 of those. I'm like, holy cow, we're going to have some serious spending this year.
We got to find the places that have 2 of each.
Yep.
Or maybe we'll split a 5-pack or something.
Exactly. So my number 6 is your number 7. So the Plasencia Alma de Cielo. So we're right there. And I'm telling you, we didn't consult each other. So if we're that close, I think it's safe to bet that you're going to see that on some people's lists. So
I agree.
All right, let's just jump over to your number 5. Oh, there we go.
Yes. I'm
very nice.
Big My Father fan, and then Blue.
Absolutely.
It's their Honduran cigar.
Okay.
And I bet that's going to be very tasty.
And again, they were smoking that on Friday night. 20-minute smoke. I'd like to smoke that thing down to the nub and see what I think of it. So I'm looking forward to that one as well.
They liked it in their 20 minutes. So
yeah. Here comes another one we've tried. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Sobremesa Solita Red.
Yes.
And that we had that thing last week. It was phenomenal. The show ended. I sat out in the garage for another 30 to 40 minutes to finish that sucker out. The wife kept going, "Are you coming in?" I'm like, "I got to finish this sucker. This cigar, I just can't put it out." So she's like, "Okay." So yeah, that's, and I struggled with that. And I'll tell you, I don't know if this makes your list or not. I'm betting it does. But this is almost like a no-brainer. This is almost like bringing in Babe Ruth to bat. Steve Saka has been on in the top 10 list the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So, when I was putting this on there, I'm like, this probably has a chance to be number 1 in the consensus list. But for me, there were some other ones that I thought, they're going to jump ahead of it. So no offense to Steve, these next 5 or next 4 are all probably all interchangeable.
Yeah.
So,
Teddy said he can't wait to have it.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
He stopped by the other night. I gave him one. It sounds like he hasn't tried it yet.
Oh, wow. So,
hey, before
right,
we go on,
yep.
We have some ads we want to go. We're heading into
Oh,
the
absolutely.
second list.
Absolutely. Let's jump over to
sponsors.
Yeah. Where's it at? Hold on a second. We're a little slow here. Hold on. Here we go.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open daily.
Hey, we are just getting so freaking high class. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And we want to talk about Chris over there at Eyewear Fix. He's doing a lot of our editing and fixing for our audio stuff. So we appreciate that. We appreciate stop over, see Chris. Check out his website at eyewearfix.com. We'll be working on an ad for him here in the next week. So we'll have that set up. But Chris is a great guy. He's expanded his business. I think Teddy was telling us that it's grown. He actually moved into a different building. So looking forward to that. And we appreciate all the hard work he does for us. So
for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump back over. And let's see here. Where am I at? Sorry. I'm at a mental block right now. There we go. There we go. All right. There you go. Number 4.
Yeah. So the AJ Fernandez New World
Decimo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 10 years. 10 years of the New World line. He's always got he's got a big following. I think he's going to make some lists. I want to try it.
Have you seen anything? Is this thing going to be delayed? Is it affected by the fire? Or I know they've got the new rolling room set up at another factory, but I didn't know if this was going to be affected by the fire or not.
I haven't heard. It's got a Mexican wrapper over Nicaragua, binders and fillers from Honduras.
Okay.
And Nicaragua. So
nice.
No word on whether it's been affected by the fire.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely like a lot of AJ Fernandez stuff, and they've got a couple. So yeah, that'll be one of the ones to try. My number 4. Gee, what a shocker.
Hey, we almost matched.
We almost did twice now. We've only been off by 1. I'm ranking mine a little bit higher than you're ranking yours, but that's okay. We're still in the same neighborhood. So I think come next, February, we're going to be interested to see what plays out here. But yeah, the My Father Blue, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, My Father, I love their cigars. I haven't found a bad one. Maybe somebody will argue with me, but I'm looking forward to it very much so. So, all right, let's see what you got over here at number 3. Oh, the Rocky Patel 30th. Really?
30th.
Interesting.
That's interesting. He's on some lists.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
he's at least going to be on the cigar aficionado list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'm looking forward to that cigar so much, but maybe it's good.
So you're simply doing a strategic move going, I know Rocky's going to be on a list, so I'm going to throw the Rocky Patel 30th on there just to see if you can nail it.
Yes.
Nice. I like it. That's a good move. I got no problem with that.
Strategy.
I got no problem with that.
Play the strategy game.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I got no problem with that whatsoever. So, my number 3. Oh, go ahead.
That one's a Mexican San Andreas wrapper as well. There's a lot of Mexican San Andreas wrappers in the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people are using that.
So, yeah, my number 3 is the Tatuaje T110 Corojo. I think, again, I think this is going to be something that's going to be on everybody's list. Between Tatuaje and my father, it's like a Dunbarton. Tatuaje it seems to scream up the list. Although he hasn't been on many lists, if I'm correct. Do you recall?
It depends. He makes
Okay.
some lists.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see him on like the cigar aficionado list. I was kind of wondering with the Saints and Sinner Club, they gave us a small cigar that was Corojo wrapped. I was wondering if that was maybe the T110 or something like it.
I don't know. I was just before the show started, I was watching Pete on a live Instagram, and they were talking about the sex tooth. That's that was the big discussion. Now Pete was saying he hopes that'll be out by December, but he wasn't sure. So that'll be interesting. But that's supposed to be like an everyday cigar. That's more down on their lighter strength, and then budget friendly. So that'll be interesting for sure to see.
And that's named after some guy in the band. I guess.
He was actually on the pot. He was actually on the Instagram. Yeah. They call him Sex Tooth. So I couldn't watch it too long, but I was trying to get some information to figure out because he actually said he's in an upcoming movie. Again, I don't know. Blow to Blow was the name of the movie. I couldn't find it when I was looking up, but he said he actually smokes that cigar unbanded in the movie. So, but I will say this for all you Tatuaje fans, there's an actual real band on this cigar that actually says Sex Tooth. So we're not going to have to spend time trying to guess what it is.
That is unusual.
It is. Yes, it is. So it's a neat looking band. Pete was showing, he was smoking one, and he had a sample of the band on the cigar. So he said this was one of the possibilities. So it'd be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Tatuaje T110. So
when I was making my list, I kept wondering if like the 50th is going to come out. Like he's been working on that cigar. It was supposed to come out last year, been on hold. I don't think he's even talking about it.
He did talk about it. He did talk about it, and he said they're working on it. I don't know if it was working on the tobacco or if they're working on rolling it, but he did mention it briefly. And I
already rolled. Maybe he's just he's aging them or something.
Could be.
Or he's got some packaging issues, or who knows.
Yes. So all right, you're number 2. Let's see what you got. Drum roll.
What's my number 2?
The Perdomo Legacy. Very nice.
Legacy. Yeah. Everybody's talking about that one.
They are. I mean, it's tobacco aged for 10 years.
Yeah.
So right there, it's going to be a great cigar. So there's, and then the Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper. So it's going to be in a lot of people's wheelhouse, and it's not badly priced as well. The Epicure or the Gordo is around $14. The Gordo's $14.79. So, that's a good cigar. That's a good price for a cigar. You're not talking about a $22 or $25 cigar. At $14.79, I can see smoking a couple of those during the weekend. Again, my weekend cigar, absolutely. So,
yep, it's on the list to try for sure.
Yeah. So let's see what Michael has for his number 2. Look at that.
So we matched.
Hey, so that wasn't hard. That was not hard at all. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. I have been scouring the internet And they are coming out at they're debuting at a cigar shop on May the 8th. And I will tell you that the cigar shop is two guys, and I'm not mentioning anything more because I'm not going to get us a check mark or warned or anything like that. We're not selling them. I'm not telling you, but I'm just saying there's a cigar shop called Two Guys that they're debuting on May 8th at. So,
all right.
Like I said, I've been scouring the internet. Let's see Marty's number one. We ready? Drum roll. Do we have a drum roll?
You'll never guess what it is. I think no, I don't have a drum roll.
Okay, there you go. That when I didn't see it on your list at number 2, I'm thinking, oh, this is I know where this is going to be.
Yep. And I really debated whether I've smoked this one, so I know how good it is. It's really good. And then he's got the Jubilee coming out, and I debated putting the Jubilee on there too because I think that's regular production. But he said that the Jubilee is the Sumatra, but she's only done one other Sumatra before. That was the Fiddleheads. But he said it's like, he said there might be some controversy about the Jubilee because it's somehow unusual to Dunbarton. I don't know what's different about it.
Interesting.
So that one might make some lists as well. But his comments kind of scared me off. I know people are going to love that. So I think that's going to be on some lists.
Oh, nice. So, and my number 1 is not going to be a shocker, and I will explain this in full detail. The JFR 20th anniversary.
Who could have guessed?
Who could have guessed it? Hey, who could have guessed it? But, and I'm gonna stop sharing this so I can jump on over here. We can come back to it later. But, we watched the dojo. I think you watched it. I remember seeing you on, and they smoked the JFR.
Yeah.
And they all went nuts.
Yeah.
They all went nuts. And I think it's in a position to be a phenomenal cigar. I think it's in a position to I think it's gonna shake some people up. And I mean, there's probably controversy with this one as well. When you were saying controversy with the other one, I'm thinking there could be some controversy with this one.
That's why I didn't put it on my list because I know I'm gonna like it.
They're taking pre-orders already for this on a website. They're taking pre-orders for this. So I think everybody knows this is going to be a banger of a cigar.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a shocker because the JFR just for retailers is really, it's not a secondary cigar for Aganorsa, but I mean, it's definitely not Aganorsa. It's not I couldn't put the 20th anniversary, the Aganorsa 25th anniversary on there because of the limited edition aspect of it. Yeah. But I thought I've got to after hearing them go as nuts as they went on Friday, I thought I can't wait to get it. And at the same point, I can't wait. I was looking, my son's wedding's coming up in August, and I've been put in charge of the cigar bar. So I'm wondering, do I buy 2 or 3 of these boxes? But they're a little bit heavier. So if you've never smoked a cigar, or if you're not a Marty or a Mike or a Teddy, this could knock you out.
Yeah.
And we don't want that either. So
you might have to have a little lighter one and then this one for the aficionados.
For me.
Yeah.
For me. Because I don't think there's, talking to my son, there's a couple of his naval buddies that smokes that'll be there. But for the most part, the majority of people are not cigar smokers. So in the back of my mind as well, going, I don't want to go buy an expensive cigar because I know these guys are all going to grab them. They're going to throw them in their pocket and it's going to sit there or it's going to get crushed on their ride home or on their flight home or wherever. So, you know, I'm balancing that out of do I buy some more inexpensive cigars to sort of leave about and the
McAuliffe,
father of the what?
McAuliffe purples. That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You know, do I keep the special ones for the father of the groom to be passing out to people going, hey, if you want a good cigar here, but don't ruin it.
Right.
So
Yeah, I didn't put it on my list because I didn't think I've never seen a JFR on anyone's list before.
mm-mm.
So that'd be a first. And then it's like, I mean, what we know about it, it's similar to some other blend. And
Yes.
like I didn't know if that should be on a list or not, but I'm happy it's a cigar that's out there.
Yes. And I mean, and that's the thing is, I mean, I struggled. Aganorsa fan, Aganorsa Leaf Studios. I'm like, oh, do I, you know, am I sort of flying the flag? Am I a mark, as they say in wrestling? You know, am I a fanboy? But hearing people's reviews as they're smoking it, I'm like, I know I'm going to enjoy it. So if it's going to be my number one cigar, why not put it as my number one cigar? You
People
know,
might vote it just to say thank you for doing this for us. Yeah.
Exactly. Again, that'll cause some controversy. I
think the anniversary one will be on people's lists for sure.
The what?
The 25 anniversary.
Oh yeah. If you can get it. Now, in talking to Terrence, they're sold out. They didn't even have it at PCA. They didn't even show it at PCA.
Right.
So it's sold out. So, you know, there's one place in Illinois that is a preferred or Aganorsa select partner that should be getting them. And I'm hoping to make a trip to that location to be able to say, I'll buy a box.
Yeah.
Just let me know right now. I'll buy a box. You know, so, but it'll be fun. I that's, you know, for anybody watching besides Teddy, that's why we do this. That's why we do this is to share our passion of cigars, to share, what we enjoy, and to look forward to each cigar that we get a chance to smoke. This thing is phenomenal. I mean, what are you thinking of the 57?
I like it. Yeah. It's got like a little bit of, I want to say like bready sweetness. Well, really well balanced, I'd say.
You don't retrohale, right? Do you retrohale?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I remember somebody that we know doesn't. But even on the retrohale, you get a little bit of that rye. It's almost like a little bit of rye bread. Yeah. So yeah, I mean and I'm glad we split a 5-pack of these. So it'll be nice to be able to enjoy another one of these and to add it to our list. So I mean this and is this, I think this is a limited release too as well, isn't it? The 57 are limited.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can't make our list, but it's
chef
good.
Specials and stuff that are limited every year. I think this is going to be on some lists. I got this yesterday. Look at that beauty.
That is beautiful. I got mine yesterday too. I didn't get a box. But you smoked one yesterday, correct?
I smoked it right off the truck.
What did you think?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right off the truck, it was fantastic. The only problem is this box has a little bit of lacquer smell to it, so I think I'm going to take the cigars out of it too.
Yeah, I got a 5-pack, so it was nice. I know you said that in our group chat, and poor Teddy. I don't know if he's jealous of the 2025 or if he's jealous of the 57. So,
then look at this that came with it. This is smoke in thing. This coin. This is not.
Yeah.
This is bigger than your standard coin. Like almost like coaster size. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, I saw people with that. I'm like, it's like the size of your hand, the palm of your hand.
Like a regular coin is that big. Look at
Mhm.
how much bigger that one is. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So
You could kill somebody with this.
yeah, you could. Yes, you could. Oh man, nice. Yeah, I mean, limited releases this year. There's got to be 75 of them on the list that we saw.
Yep.
I mean, even getting our hands on some of those, it's gonna be fun to smoke them. But I'm like, holy cow, this is a year of the cigar. I don't remember seeing this many cigars, and we're in April. So how much stuff, I know a lot of people don't present at PCA everything that they're going to be releasing because they're not sure if they're going to get it out, and it might come out in Q4 and they don't want to talk about it now. But if we had 75, so we had, let's roughly guess 75 limited releases, probably 60 new line cigars, and there probably was another 20 or 30 line extensions that are coming out. I mean,
a lot of line extensions.
Yeah.
Some of the ones that like I considered for my list that were like the limited or the Aganorsa Anniversario 25, Don Carlos 90 Años. It didn't say whether that was going to be limited or not, but I imagine that one is going to be on some list. The Davidoff Escurio 10th, that one is limited edition, but that'll be on some list. And then the Michaela Purple, which you talked about, that'll be on some value lists for sure. And then the Dom Pepin Garcia ERH, that had to it as well. And the Black Star Line Meadowood MLK.
The MLK, that wasn't. I looked at that, and and it's nothing. I'm not taking anything away from what Eric's doing. I haven't smoked it yet, and that's not a limited release. That's a full release,
regular production. It's just
regular production.
He's just a small manufacturer, so I didn't think he would make enough rankings to get on the consensus list. But I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, when you look at it, you're like, holy cow. Aladino's got one. The Aladino 85 Reserva.
Right.
The Karen Berger halftime. I'm looking forward to that one. I've heard some good things about that.
Macanudo.
Pastani.
Yeah.
Macanudo. Pastani's got
France. Yeah.
Yeah, the Pastani San Andreas.
Yeah.
There are going to be some bangers out there, like you said, the Jubilee. It's neither on neither one of our lists, but that'll be out there. The EP Carrillo, the Essence. I think I have one of those that I got. So I'm interested in trying that. Foundation has got the 10-year anniversary. Was that on your list? No.
It wasn't on my list. No.
It was. Okay.
It wasn't. It's
okay.
Crown Heads Broadway.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot. It'll be good. We've got a lot of content to bring you guys. Well, hopefully if you're working at a cigar shop, you'll be able to get that McAuliffe purple in.
Yeah. he has some say in whether he gets one or not.
They keep telling him they got to be an Aganorsa select partner. Start getting the bigger line of those in there. So
I picked up one of the Emissary France's when I was in Portland. I went to a cigar shop just to see what they had, and they had that, so I got one.
Nice. When I go to Alabama, so we're going to Alabama. We're going on a vacation. We're staying with my in-laws down there who just built a townhouse down there. And we're going to be babysitting the grandbaby. And so what do we do when we're going on vacation, Marty? you research cigar lounges.
Sure.
I said to my wife, there's a cigar lounge in the town that your dad's living in. And she said, there's no way. I said, hey, if I get up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and want to go have a cigar and a cup of coffee, I'm going to jump in the car and drive down the street. You guys can have breakfast. And she was not happy with that comment.
Well, just get her some more summer clothes and she'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, well, it was a great show. I'm hoping everybody enjoys what we're doing. If you're listening to us on Spotify, jump over to YouTube, subscribe and like us. Join us on YouTube. We're normally on every Tuesday at 7:30. We had a little bit of technical problems today, so we didn't get on quite till 8 o'clock. But we'd love to see more comments. We'd love to get feedback. We'd love to hear what you're smoking, drinking. I'm working on, I just got done talking to somebody who has their own cigar line and also has a cigar of the month. And it's all about pairings. So I lined him up for something else I'm doing. And I'm going to then also talk to him about getting him on the podcast. So we'll talk about some pairings. He's really, really good. And so I look forward to that. Terrence Riley has committed, saying, yes, he'll be on. Eric Bay from Black Star Line is committed, and he'll be on. So you want to see those people live. You want to see that because we can take your questions. So if you're listening to us on Spotify, jump over to YouTube. We put out our show information on Monday morning so that way and then Tuesday evenings we'll be live. And we want to be able to have an audience. I don't want to have just me, you, and Eric talking. Not that that'll be a problem, but I'd like to be able to have some audience feedback and input. And when we start getting more and more people to join us live, it's easier to get cigar brands so we can say, hey, we have 20 people that join us every Tuesday night, and they'll jump into that stuff and they'll look forward to it. So
imagine if we get some of these brand owners on, there'll be some followers that want to hear what they have to say. That'll boost the audience numbers.
Yep. And that's why I figured probably one of the first ones we'll have to do is Terrence, because through the Facebook Aganorsa Acolytes page, we can bring people over and that'll at least get them going. And then from there, we can start building and interacting with people and going from there. But it was a great night. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate me being here, Marty.
Covered a lot. We'll see how well we do on our predictions.
Yes. We will keep these in the vault. As Johnny Carson used to say, we keep them in a sealed envelope under Funkin' Wagnall's porch in a sealed mason jar. So
just on Google Drive.
Just on Google Drive. Yes, exactly. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.